Supreme Being.
Pam pam.
Many of us who have come to this beautiful spiritual journey of awakening has naturally come to a point when we just want to meditate. And I know for many of you it's still difficult to figure out how to meditate, just because we have never done that. Actually, perhaps for most of you it is not so. If you have come to the awareness that your being is in need of meditation, most probably you already know how to meditate, and this knowledge and experience comes from previous lives. It is just a matter of remembering how to do that. That was the case with me when I was at the beginning of my spiritual journey, when I actively started working on myself. I was searching for many videos and literature that would help me to learn how to meditate, simply because I thought I had never experienced that. And I still couldn't figure out what is the way. It was just not clear for me. It was just like all these sources of information were void. They were telling me something, but at the same time, they were meaning nothing to me. Until one day I just got fed up and I just decided that I'm just gonna lie down and go for it. And the miracle happened. I understood that I can actually meditate, and I don't need anyone to teach me or to tell me what I have to do. It felt like I have always been doing that all my life. Why is meditation so good for us? It is not just our diet that makes our journey here on earth supreme. Even though already not eating animal products, for those who have already experienced it, they realized that their nature have become more calm. Stress nowadays is all around us, and it's the major cause of many diseases. And we don't really realize that until this experience comes to our beings. That is why it is important that we take care of ourselves before anything like this happens. Meditation not only helps control the stress, but it actually helps us understand our beings. It helps us to experience self-love and love for those around us. It helps us to be able to forgive. But I'm talking about this full forgiveness, because many of us, we think we have forgiven, but actually deep inside there's still something storing from a previous experience that is still bothering us. Through meditation, this can happen very easily. Forgiveness is one of the major things, one of the first things that we have to do to be able to continue our development spiritually, to be able to clean our energies so we can connect with the divine source. Once we have come to the awareness that meditation is our path, there's nothing else but just to give it a try. In this video, I'm going to give you just some very simple steps guidelines of what can help you to meditate easier, because you have already experienced it. You just now are remembering. The most important thing that I have understood throughout the years of meditation that I have been practicing is that no matter what position you will take, the most important thing is that your spine stays straight. And I mean extremely straight. Not just the spine, but also the neck and the head. So that involves all 7 major chakras. They have to be in perfect lining. You can take seated position, cross-legged, or the so-called lotus in the yoga. You can be sitting on a chair, or you can simply lie down. That's right. You are allowed to lie down and to meditate like that. That's how I meditate. And that's how I find the most convenient and best position for me. This is when I have the best experiences through meditation. For me, if I am seated, I cannot experience fully and that deep the meditation. But if I'm lying down, I'm able to go to very deep levels of my consciousness. And this helps me understand my being better. That's why you just have to find out, first of all, which is the best position for you. For some people, the best position is seated, because they simply find that if they lie down, they straight fall asleep. It has happened to me as well, indeed. But once you get into the awareness that you are meditating, not going to sleep, your being will actually know what to do from then onwards. But if you find that seated position is the best position for you, then that's the position you will take. I also find that meditating at the especially at the beginning in the dark, helps much better than meditating in the light. This is because during meditation, our pineal gland takes a very active role. Most of the experiences we have during meditation come through the activation of the pineal gland. And the pineal gland is most active during the times when it's night. During the times when it's dark. That's why if I meditate during the day, I just simply put a light scarf over my eyes, but nothing heavy that will burden me or I will feel it the whole time. It would be something very light, as though I almost have nothing. So it doesn't bother me at all. If you're able to meditate in the light, then I would meditate to experience meditation in the sun. It is a very beautiful experience, first of all. And secondly, the sun, especially during meditation, will help you decalcify your pineal gland. It is an excellent method for decalcification of the pineal gland. Another thing that I have found is important is that you find a very peaceful location. You might just simply sit in your bedroom or in a room where you know there's no one bothering you around. Silence can significantly help during meditation. Also, another thing is nature. Nature can additionally enhance your experience of meditation. One of my best times of meditation that I have experienced or when I was meditating in nature. Nature is not just a perfect place for meditating, but is an excellent way of relieving stress as well. And even though meditation is a way also to decrease the stress, it is important that we are not in stress during meditation. Even though later on, when you already know how to meditate, you will find out that it's an excellent method to calm down your being in stressful situations. But as a beginning, I recommend that you meditate in a state of being when you're calm and peaceful. Once we close our eyes during the first session, perhaps most of you will experience lots of thoughts coming into your mind. And this is absolutely normal. Most of the sources, perhaps that you have already read or come upon, say that the most important thing is to get away from your thoughts. Otherwise, meditation doesn't happen. To me, though, the most important thing is not to run away from these thoughts, but to embrace them. And it is actually very simple to do that. When you feel that a thought comes in your mind during the meditation process, just acknowledge this thought. Let it float. Let it come to the surface. Let it rise and develop. And the most important is observe. Observation is one of the best techniques for developing ourselves spiritually, for awakening our through divine senses. When we are observing the thought, we are analyzing it. We are working on this thought. Why did it come to the surface exactly during this time when we are trying to relax and meditate? What does this thought want to tell us? Where is it coming from? How did it come to the surface? Many times you will find out that thoughts that you didn't even think of coming up will come to the surface during meditation. And I can guarantee you that these are issues that you want to work on. So do observe the thoughts that are coming during meditation. And once you come back from the meditation process, try to work on them. Because they are the true obstacles that are actually intoxicating our beings, that are not letting us forgive or come to our true awareness or to the state of full love. Once we clear these, the next time you meditate, they will not come up to the surface anymore. With time, you will find out that such thoughts are coming less and less. I find it very easy if, when I close my eyes, I simply focus on what I'm seeing in front of me. At the beginning, perhaps what you will see is just pure darkness. Or if you are meditating in the sun or nature during the daytime, it will be beautiful colors, like something between pink and yellowish and orange. This color actually comes from the sun, the energy of the sun. If you are meditating in the darkness, perhaps at the beginning you will just see a plain black color. With time though, you will find out that certain patterns and certain colors will start to come to the surface of what you're seeing in front of you. Just focus on that. Observe. I know that there are sources that are recommending to focus on the breath or something else during meditation. However, I find that type of techniques very disturbing. They don't really allow me to come to the true state of meditation, because focusing on the breath, I'm already very active during the meditation state, and I'm not really able to go so much deep into my consciousness. However, you can try and experience those two. It is not wrong or right to try whatever technique. Figure out what works for you best, and be kind to your being. Forgive yourself if you're not able to do that straight away. Meditation is a natural process that we have come on earth to experience, and we do know how to experience those. At the beginning, I would recommend for you to start with sessions between 5 to 15 minutes. Of course, if you feel comfortable to do longer ones, you're more than welcome to do so. But if you feel it difficult to stay in a calm and relaxed position for longer, then you can do as short as 5 minutes a day. And then you can gradually prolong those 5 minutes. Make them 10 in a couple of weeks, and then 15 in a month, and so on, until you reach this state that you will be counting no time anymore. You will be just going into a meditation state as long as you feel to, as long as your being needs to, so that it cleanses whatever has been stuck in our energies. That's right. Meditation is an excellent way to clear our chakras and our energies. There's different type of techniques of meditation, how to do that, and you can also look those up. But I would recommend you to start with a simple technique like this, not to focus on anything specific, just on your being. I really hope that helps, and I wish you a pleasant and beautiful journey during your meditation. If you do have any questions, please comment on the video below, and we will most happily answer those, as long as we are able to, of course. Our knowledge comes from many, many centuries and many lifetimes, but we are still here to learn, and we are learning those journeys together. I'm very honored for this chance. Eternal gratefulness and namaskar.